Right, I've been given this old 2-furrow plough. The farmer doesn't use it anymore and it's obsolete, so he just gave it to me. So I think I can use it for a few of my projects. This wheel here, I think I'll be able to mount behind my grader blade on the tractor. The bearings are still good and it still winds up and down. It's nice and free and really sturdy, so that'll be good for adjusting the level of the blade as I'm driving along. And also this 3-point hitch part here, I'm planning to make a log hook for the back of the tractor. I'll get rid of all this, unbolt that, and just leave the 3-point part, and probably run a bit of steel up from that bar there, up here, and bring a piece out here a bit, so I can hang my log hook on the end of it. I've got quite a bit of firewood to cut up before winter, so this will make the job a bit easier, I think. When I'm tapping out stuck bolts like this, I try to wind out the nut so that the edge of the nut is level with the edge of the bolt. So now when I tap on it with a hammer to get it out, the nut and the bolt are taking the load together and are less likely to burr over the end of the bolt, which will make it harder to get out of the hole if I did that. And then means you can reuse the nut and bolt as well if you have to. Whereas if you just take that nut right off and start hammering, you end up squashing the threads and you can't really use that bolt again. So I've got the 3-point linkage on the David Brown. I've got this old car trailer axle, which is fairly sturdy. Just trying to figure out the easiest way to do it with the least amount of effort. So I have to think about that for a few minutes. I don't want to have to go and buy new steel because I've got plenty of stuff lying around, so I'll use that piece. And I've got this old set of log hooks, which I got at a clearing sale years ago. I never actually used them, so I don't know how they're going to be. To me they look a wee bit different than the ones I've seen other people using. Like, seems like it should be more sort of curved in. But anyway, we'll try them out. I might have to adapt them if they don't work very well. So I'll make them work somehow. So I think I'll just weld that up there. Weld at the end and weld in the middle here, and put a hook on the end of it, and should be okay, I think. I think that looks pretty strong to me. Alright, I'll go and try it out and see if it'll work. That makes the job so much easier, being able to just pull them out like that. Had a bit of trouble getting this one out because there's a fair bit of weight in there, and that branch stub was sort of digging into the ground and putting the anchors on, so I had to turn it around and take it from the other end. I handled it no problems once I got it moving. Oh well, that should keep me going over winter. Probably 2 years worth there actually. So it'll be a good 3 cord. So the log skidding hook was quite a success. Made from old bits of junk I had lying around the yard. My welds seem to be holding up pretty well, don't look too closely. I've only got a light welder, so I can't really get too much penetration, but I welded all the way around it, so I don't think that's going to break in a hurry. But yeah, not a bad little tool. Getting quite a bit of use out of the old David Brown these days. I don't know how I got on without it. Very useful machine, and cost me $500 to buy, so it's well and truly paid for itself now. Anyway, that's the log skidding hook made from junk. I made it in about half a day. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.